Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make some fun fidget rings. I think this is a pretty beginner friendly design. We use only one wire and two 3 to 4 millimeter beads for this ring, and it only takes about 10 minutes to complete. If you'd like to see my start to finish process, stay tuned. Okay, I'm starting with a piece of 20 gauge round dead soft copper wire, and this is about 12 inches long. And starting in the middle of my wire, I'm going to shape it around my mandrel, and I want to actually make it one size larger than the size I want to end up with. The reason for that is because it's going to shrink by about one whole ring size as we finish it up. So if I want this to be a size 7 when I'm done, I'm going to start by making it a size 8. Now I'm going to tightly twist these two ends of my wire together. And then I'll continue spiraling them around each other nice and tight until I get my little spiral embellishment to a size that I like. Okay, I think that's big enough. Now I'm going to switch over to my metal mandrel and give this a very light hammering. Basically, I'm just hammering it a little bit to harden the wire since it's thin and soft. Hammering it lightly will strengthen it so it keeps from being warped while it's worn, and it also gives a subtle texture to the finished piece that's going to reflect the light really nicely. Okay, now we can start shaping our wire that will hold the beads, and I want to shape it with the beads on because I want to make sure that my curve is open enough for them to move freely. If I make the curve too small, my beads won't move back and forth and won't be fidgetable. And yes, I just made up that word, but I didn't know how else to describe it. Just going to move them as I go, make sure that they can be fidgeted. Okay, that's perfect. So now I'll hold this wire against the shank and wrap it around twice. And then I'll snip off this excess wire and use a metal file to smooth it down so it doesn't scratch as it's being worn. You can also use a little tool called a cut burr, which is a little quicker and easier, but I did not have one of those on hand, so a metal file worked fine for me. You can also use sandpaper if that's all you have. Just make sure that you have a fine grit of sandpaper. So once that's secured, I just want to push it up a little bit because that will help the beads move across the wire smoothly while it's being worn. And then I'll shape this second wire around and secure it to the shank as well. And this one I want to finish with a tiny little loop, so I'll just start shaping that with my round nose pliers. And again, I'll snip and file it smooth. And then I'll just close that loop and tamp it down against the shank. Just going to pull this up a little more, make sure those beads can really be fidgeted with. And now I can oxidize and polish. All right, and here's our finished ring. And there's a couple different ways that you can fidget with the beads. And here's a variation on the design. I just switched the beads to the outside wire instead of the inside wire. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this project. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to help me make more of these tutorials, please hit the like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you don't tap the bell, YouTube will not let you know when I post new content. Check me out on Instagram and give me a follow there, and if you already follow me on Instagram, feel free to share pictures of your creations with me because I really love to see what my tutorials inspire. I'm also on TikTok now, so you can follow me there as well, and I post lots of fun micro tutorials and other content that you won't see here on my YouTube channel. And I just want to end by saying have a fantastic day, and remember to love your neighbor as yourself, and in all things, treat others as you want to be treated, for this is the law and the prophets. God bless you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video.